You know, we often hear how drinking water first thing in the morning is one of the best habits you can have, and in many ways that's true. But there's something people don't always talk about: how morning hydration can actually become harmful if it's done the wrong way. It sounds surprising, doesn't it? I mean, it's just water. But the truth is, as we get older, our bodies don't respond the same way they used to. What worked in your 30s or 40s doesn't always feel good in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. After consulting with leading geriatric specialists, I've discovered 5 common mistakes that might explain those mysterious symptoms you've been experiencing. I'm curious, how many of these are part of your morning routine? I'd love to know where you're tuning in from today. Comment below with your city, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insights like these. Now, let's dive into why something as simple as water might need a second look as we age gracefully. Water. We all know it's essential for good health. We've been told our entire lives to drink plenty of it, and that advice is absolutely true. But here's the thing that most people don't realize. As we get older, our bodies change in ways that affect even the simplest things, like how we drink water. You've got a lifetime of experiences behind you. Your heart, your kidneys, your digestion, they've been through a lot. They don't work quite the same as they did decades ago. Your kidneys filter more slowly, your digestive system becomes more sensitive, and your body's internal balance requires more care. When you wake up in the morning, your body is in a particularly delicate state. Hormones are shifting, blood pressure is adjusting, your stomach and muscles are still waking up. It's like your body is rebooting its systems after the night's rest. And if we don't handle that moment gently, even something as simple as water can backfire. Those unexplained symptoms you might be experiencing, occasional dizziness, strange stomach discomfort, sudden fatigue mid-morning, they might not be random at all. They could be directly connected to how you're drinking your morning water. Today, we're going to walk through these common mistakes and their simple solutions. By the end of our time together, you'll have practical, easy ways to make your mornings feel better. Nothing complicated, just small adjustments that honor the wisdom your body has earned through the years. Mistake number 1: drinking ice-cold water. Have you ever taken a big gulp of cold water in the morning and suddenly felt your stomach twist a little? Or maybe a chill down your chest? Some folks even feel lightheaded or get a headache shortly after. And most of the time, they just shrug it off or think it's something else. But here's the truth. Drinking ice-cold water first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, can be a shock your body isn't prepared for. You see, when we sleep, our bodies enter a relaxed, healing state. Our organs slow down, our digestion goes quiet, and our blood vessels become slightly constricted. Then morning comes, and instead of easing into the day, we throw down a glass of freezing cold water. That's like hitting the brakes while the engine is still warming up. It causes your stomach muscles to tighten, your blood vessels to narrow even more, and your system to go on high alert. Dr. Helen Winters, who specializes in digestive health for seniors, explains it perfectly. After 60, the protective lining of the stomach naturally thins. Cold water causes blood vessels to constrict suddenly, reducing blood flow exactly when your digestive system needs it most. Frank from Colorado learned this the hard way. At 72, this former runner couldn't figure out why he was experiencing uncomfortable chest pressure after his morning routine. "I've been drinking ice water after my runs for 40 years, he told me. Never gave it a second thought until my doctor connected it to my morning discomfort. Back when you were younger, cold water might have felt refreshing, maybe even energizing. But as we age, our metabolism slows down, our circulation gets more sensitive, and our internal thermostat just doesn't handle extremes the same way. The solution is beautifully simple. Room temperature water. Not lukewarm, not hot, just the natural temperature of your home. Try leaving a glass out overnight or filling your water bottle 15 minutes before drinking. Have you noticed your tolerance for cold things changing as you've gotten older? Not just water, but ice cream or cold weather too? I'd love to hear your experience. Mistake number 2. Drinking water too quickly. I know how tempting it is to wake up, grab that glass, and just chug it down. You're thirsty, maybe your mouth feels dry, and it feels good to get it over with. But here's the thing. Drinking water too fast, especially in those first few minutes after waking up, can throw your body off balance, and most people don't even realize it's happening. When we first wake up, our body is still transitioning. Your heart rate is gently rising, your blood pressure is adjusting, your stomach lining hasn't quite woken up yet. Everything is just beginning to find its rhythm again after a long night of rest. And then bam! We dump a full glass of water down in one go. That sudden flood can actually cause your stomach to expand quickly, trigger bloating, or even make you feel nauseous or dizzy. Some people even feel a weird flutter in their chest, and they don't understand why. But the real issue isn't the water itself. It's how fast we're drinking it. Judith from Florida experienced this firsthand. At 68, she started having unexplained dizzy spells that would come and go mysteriously. I was worried it was something serious, she shared. But my doctor asked about my water habits, and it turns out I was drinking my full morning glass in about 10 seconds flat. Slowing down made those dizzy spells disappear completely. When we gulp too quickly, the body doesn't get a chance to process what's coming in. The kidneys kick into high gear trying to deal with the sudden fluid intake. Your electrolyte balance shifts fast, and for older adults whose systems are more sensitive, this can create a ripple effect that makes you feel off for hours. Here's my suggestion. Try the 3-sip method tomorrow morning. Take 1 sip, put the glass down, and take 3 deep breaths. 2nd sip, count to 10 slowly. 3rd sip, and then wait another minute before continuing. Spread your first glass of water over 5 to 10 minutes instead of 30 seconds. Remember, it's not a race, it's a moment of care. Your body doesn't want a flood first thing in the morning. It wants a gentle stream. Would you try this 3-sip challenge tomorrow? I'd love to hear if you notice a difference in how you feel afterward. Mistake 3. Morning medications and water timing. Taking your morning medications seems straightforward, doesn't it? Grab your pills, wash them down with water, and you're done. But what's often not explained clearly is how much water to drink, when to drink it, and whether food should come into the picture. That small detail can make a big difference. Did you know that incorrect water timing can reduce medication effectiveness by up to 40%? That's not just a number, it's potentially months or years of taking medications that aren't working as well as they should. Dr. Sarah Jenkins, a pharmacist who specializes in medication management for seniors, puts it bluntly. The water you drink with your morning pills isn't just a delivery system, it's actually part of the medication process itself. This is especially true for thyroid medications, blood pressure pills, and cholesterol-lowering drugs many of us take daily. Here's what happens. Drinking too much water too quickly on a completely empty stomach right after taking medication can cause a wave of nausea, bloating, or even heartburn. It can irritate your stomach lining or mess with how your body absorbs the medication. And on the flip side, if you've just eaten a large breakfast and wash your meds down with a big glass of water, that can also interfere, especially with medicines that are meant to be taken on an empty stomach. Robert from Arizona had been on thyroid medication for years. Same routine every morning. Take his pill, drink a big glass of water, wait a bit, and then eat breakfast. But out of nowhere, he started feeling queasy. No changes in his meds, no new foods. His blood work was fine, but the nausea kept coming. Finally, his doctor asked about his water habits. That's when they figured it out. He was drinking too much water too fast too soon after his pill. His stomach couldn't handle it. Try creating what I call a medication water map, a simple timeline of when to take each pill and how much water should accompany it. Some need just a tablespoon of water, others a full glass, and the timing between medication and additional water varies widely. Would you like a printable guide to help create your personalized schedule? I've created one that you can download from our website. Just check the link in the description below. This small change could make those medications you're paying for actually deliver their full benefit. Mistake 4. Using plastic bottles left overnight. This one might come as a surprise, especially if you're someone who likes to keep a water bottle by your bedside. I know a lot of folks do it. It's easy, it's within reach, and it just seems like a good habit. But here's the part most people don't realize. Drinking from plastic bottles that have been sitting out overnight, especially in a warm room, can expose you to chemicals you don't want in your body. A recent study found that plastic water bottles left at room temperature overnight can leach up to 30 times more chemicals than freshly filled ones. Even though it looks like plain water, that bottle might be leaching substances into the water while it sits. One of the big concerns is something called BPA, which is often found in older or lower quality plastics. And even if the bottle says BPA-free, there are other similar chemicals in the plastic that can act in the same way once heat and time get involved. These chemicals are known as endocrine disruptors. That means they can mimic or interfere with your natural hormones. As we age, our hormonal balance is already a little more fragile. Maybe you're taking something for your thyroid, or managing blood pressure, or dealing with blood sugar levels. When foreign chemicals enter your system, even in small amounts, they can make things harder for your body to regulate. Patricia from Michigan had been reusing the same plastic water bottle for weeks, refilling it each night for her morning routine. I started having these splitting headaches and fatigue that would hit around 10 a.m. every day, she told me. My doctor ran tests, found nothing wrong. Then my daughter bought me a glass water bottle for Christmas, and within 2 weeks, those headaches disappeared completely. The solution doesn't have to be expensive. A simple glass jar works perfectly, even a clean pasta sauce jar with the label removed. Stainless steel bottles are another excellent option that will last for years. Here's a simple rule. Fresh container, fresh water, fresh day. Your body has been loyal to you for decades. It deserves clean, pure water without chemical hitchhikers. Have you noticed any unexplained symptoms that seemed to resolve with a simple change like this? I'd love to hear your experiences. Mistake 5. Replacing breakfast with only water. Let's be honest, there's a lot of advice out there these days, and not all of it fits everyone. You might have heard things like, just drink water in the morning, skip breakfast, let your body fast. And sure, that might work for some younger folks or people doing strict health programs, but for older adults, starting your day with only water and skipping food can quietly wear you down. When you wake up in the morning, your body has already been fasting overnight, maybe 8 to 10 hours without food. Your blood sugar is low, your energy reserves are thin, your brain needs fuel to think clearly, and your muscles need nutrients to stay strong. Drinking water without eating anything might feel okay at first, but as the hours pass, many people start feeling tired, shaky, moody, or mentally foggy. They think it's stress or poor sleep, but often it's just a lack of nourishment. Water can help rehydrate your cells, yes, but it can't replace the nutrients your body needs to function. David from Texas, a retired professor, tried the water-only morning routine after reading about it online. I thought my memory was really slipping, he confided. I'd forget words mid-sentence or feel irritable for no reason. My doctor suggested adding just a small breakfast before my water, and the difference was remarkable, like someone turned the lights back on in my brain. Your morning fuel doesn't need to be elaborate. A piece of toast with a tablespoon of peanut butter, a hard-boiled egg, or even a small banana provides the essential nutrients your brain needs to function optimally. The ideal sequence: a small bite of food, your medications if prescribed, and then your water about 15 to 30 minutes later. Don't mistake less for better, especially not when it comes to food in the morning. Water is part of a healthy routine, absolutely, but your body also needs real fuel to get going. A little protein, a bit of fiber, something to hold you up so your mind stays sharp and your body feels strong. What's your go-to morning fuel? Do you notice a difference in how you feel on days when you eat something versus days when you don't? Share your breakfast favorites in the comments. We might all discover some new, simple ideas to try. Let me share what I call the golden hour hydration sequence. A simple morning routine that brings everything together. When you first wake up, sit on the edge of your bed for 30 seconds before standing. This gives your body a moment to adjust. Once you're up, reach for a small glass of room temperature water, just 4 ounces to start. Take 3 small sips, spaced about a minute apart. This gentle introduction helps your body wake up without shock. If you take thyroid medication, this is when you'd take it with just that small amount of water. Then wait 30 minutes before having more water or food. For most other medications, you'll want to have your small breakfast first, then take them with a fuller glass of water. During summer months, you'll naturally need more hydration. Try keeping a glass water bottle in the refrigerator, but let it sit out for 15 minutes before drinking. In winter, slightly warmer water with a slice of lemon can feel comforting while helping absorption. For those managing diabetes, heart conditions, or kidney issues, spacing your water intake throughout the day becomes even more important. Consider setting gentle reminders or using a marked water bottle that shows how much to drink by certain times of day. A lovely way to enhance absorption is adding a squeeze of lemon, a few mint leaves, or a slice of cucumber to your water. These natural additions provide trace minerals that help your cells utilize the water more effectively. Remember, tracking doesn't need to be complicated. A simple check mark on your calendar or kitchen notepad for each glass can help you maintain awareness without becoming obsessive. Your body's wisdom will guide you the rest of the way. You know, it's amazing how something as simple as water, the thing we've been drinking our whole lives, can feel so different as we get older. Not because it changed, but because we changed. Our bodies are wiser now, more sensitive, and they ask us to listen a little more closely than we used to. That's really what today's conversation has been about. It's not about fear, it's not about rules, it's about awareness. Learning to notice the small things that can quietly affect how we feel every day. Because when your mornings feel off, when you're tired, bloated, anxious, or foggy, it doesn't always mean something's wrong with you. Sometimes it just means your routine needs a gentle adjustment. Maybe you'll decide to skip the ice-cold water tomorrow and go with something room temperature. Maybe you'll slow down, take small sips instead of rushing through it. Maybe you'll stop using that old plastic bottle and switch to a fresh glass one. Or maybe, and this might be the biggest shift, you'll pair your water with a bit of breakfast just to give your body the energy it deserves. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you'll try one of these tips tomorrow and just see how you feel. Trust your body. It'll let you know. If you found this helpful, feel free to share it with someone you care about. And I'll see you again soon.